are you doing today?
Good.
Good. It's nice to be back at Fanshawe, but this time as a speaker instead of a student. It's crazy. Just graduated this past April. Time flies. So I have a question for all of you. Has there ever been a time where you just wanted to start your life all over again? By living a different life, being someone else, or moving somewhere new? Well, that was me. I felt hated, alone, sad. I felt very trapped. I didn't know what to do. I felt like giving up was my best option. I felt like there was no hope for me. I'm here today to share my story on how I went from a bullied, invisible kid to now being very visible and very confident. It all started back in 2005. It took many doctors, tests, and appointments to find out that I have a very rare parathyroid illness. I wasn't absorbing and using the calcium in my body, but instead, it created small nodules in my brain, causing me to be very tired, to black out, and not concentrate in school that well. And it took a little while for my medications to get right, and for my specialist here in London to get it just right. And during this whole process, it was very, very hard. I just could not concentrate no matter what I did. And during this time, in grade 7, I was transferred to a new public school. And my parents had just separated. My dad was an alcoholic. I didn't know what to do. I felt very emotional, depressed. Things weren't easy. I was rarely bullied at this new school. People would tell me, good guys don't get anywhere, you're dumb. They just do whatever they could to tear me apart, and I felt like, why am I here? Should I give up? Am I a good person? Is there something wrong with me? What should I do? The bullies were the problem, but they made me feel like I was the problem instead of them. One time I was biking around town, and these kids cornered me, made fun of me at the park when I was just doing my thing. I spent a lot of time alone, and here they are just making fun of me, and I just went on home and felt so embarrassed. And why are they doing this to me? What did I ever do to them? And it continued in high school. I got a little more built. I worked out a lot. I did a lot of push-ups, and I biked around town. So it wasn't as bad in high school, but it still continued. And it's still, people were treating me like I was a bad person. They were telling me I wouldn't get certain parts of my life. I wouldn't graduate high school. That I wouldn't get a job. I couldn't do anything with my life. But little did I know, today I can say that I proved them wrong. For years, I sat alone in the cafeteria, just wondering what I could do to change and be a better person and be accepted. I feel like giving up, but something in me told me to keep on going. Some people would sit with me, and others, they'd invite me to sit with them. But most of the time, I turned down the offer because I didn't feel like I was good enough to be with them. I didn't feel like I belonged there. The bullies held me back from making a change in my life. They made me feel like really worthless. Most nights I go home crying, wondering, why is this happening to me? I was tired of being afraid of the bullies. I was tired of feeling nothing but pain. I wanted to be a normal kid. I wanted to be accepted, and treated the same as everyone else. So I started doing things that made me happy, because I knew at that time, my parents apart, my dad an alcoholic, and being bullied on top of that, things weren't going to change by itself. I knew I had to change somehow. So I just started working out, playing basketball, listening to music. I separate myself from everyone, and I just do what I could. And even that did not help. And in 2010, a week after my 16th birthday, my father passed away of stage 4 brain cancer. And it's just, it takes a lot out of you losing someone so close. And no matter what they put you through, you still love them no matter what. And it's just, it felt like a nightmare come true. I didn't know what to do. And then a year later, in 2011, this time, finally, my mom decided to move my sister Brooke and I to London. This time, I wanted things to change. I wanted people to accept me, and I wanted to have a lot of friends. So I started opening doors at Clark Road Secondary School the very first day and every day since. It wasn't an easy choice. I knew the bullying could continue, or I could do something about it and change everything. Holding doors was a way of showing who I was, yet just letting people get to know me slowly. And I've always been a shy kid, and I wanted to help people, but I didn't know how. And holding doors, it helped me face that fear of being shy. It was a way of reaching out to people and making them feel special. And that whole year, I'd hold doors every day, morning, afternoon, even after school, just in time for me to catch my bus. I'd almost be late, and sometimes I'd be late for classes, but I just loved what I did. Seeing people smile, giving people a great day, it just made me feel better about myself. It made me feel recognized. And at the end of that first year, I got Prom King and Best Personality Award. How amazing is that? Yeah. I thought that was, I couldn't believe it. Like, it's just that first year and everyone's voting for me at prom. It's just, why me? There's other people that could have used it, but I guess they honored me so much of what I did, and I helped them in such a way that it was just a way of giving back to me and showing how much they appreciated it. I thought that was it. Okay, I guess I got Prom King, Best Personality Award, and I'm off to my next chapter in my life. I went back for a second year at Clark Road Secondary School, and I held doors a little bit that year as well. And in the fall, one of the teachers, Mr. Butcher, sent CBC National a message on their Only Canada website about my story. They replied instantly wanting to meet me. The next day, they followed me around school, filming, interviewing my mom and myself, and interviewing teachers and students. It was a crazy experience, having cameras follow you around everywhere, walking in and out the door 10 million times, trying to get the perfect shot. It takes a lot of patience. And I got like 10 or 20,000 views for that video. It was shown all across Canada. And then I did a second video about 6 months later in June. And then, about a year later, in 2014, I was on another clip, the WestJet video, right when that was being filmed. CBC did another clip on me, and that made 300,000 views. And then the WestJet, that's 6.5 million views. So it's just crazy. I got messages from people all around the world, to name a few places. It's Canada, the USA, Norway, the Philippines, Australia. I was on an Australian radio station about a year ago. And to name a few things I've done, I spoke at Western University to 600 teachers, Budweiser Gardens in front of 8,000 kids, and so much more. I was in newspapers, articles, and I got all these great offers of speaking, and I never thought I'd be a speaker. I was so shy as a kid, and what do you know? I've totally transformed into someone totally different. And yeah, it's just amazing. I never thought I'd be where I am today. So you can do anything you want in life. You just have to keep believing in yourself. Okay, sorry guys. So my message here today for you guys, I want you to know that bullying really hurts. Words hurt. And sometimes it can wreck someone's life or it can end someone's life. But if you say hi to someone, do kind things, hold doors, pick up the books for them, it can save a life. And the message I want to leave you guys today, so holding doors was my simple act of kindness. And it helped me find who I truly was. And it changed everything in my life. What will be your door in life? Thank you. And I'm all open for questions if anyone has any questions. Yep.
What gave you the idea to open doors?
Opening doors, what gave me the idea? I was tired of being that shy guy that was always left out, and I felt like I was always below everyone else. And it was a way of changing who I was, of being that shy person. I became very outgoing, and I faced that fear, and it was a way of helping people in many ways and reaching out to the community. I've always wanted to make everyone feel special, even if they didn't make me feel the same way.
Yes, aside from you saying that you can do anything that you want in life, you just gotta keep believing in yourself, and bullying really hurts and words hurt.
Yeah.
But you can change that around. Is there any more key takeaways to this presentation, and how have they helped you?
Like any key
Yes.
key ways of facing bullying?
Yes.
Okay. There are ways of getting through bullying. If you see someone being bullied, stand up for them, tell them, or tell the bully that what they're doing is not right, and that you do not appreciate what they're doing. And sometimes you just have to remind them that what they're doing is wrong. Sometimes people bully because they're having a rough life. The bully and the victim, they're both victims when you come to realize it. You don't know what people are going through at home. They could be bullied at home, and they could. But we're all people at the end of it. We all make mistakes, and it's all about forgiving ourselves, forgiving others, and moving on. And it's all about putting others first and just helping any way you can.
Thank you.
Hope that helped. Well, yeah.
Did you see, or sorry, what was the greatest change that you saw in the people who experienced kind of your what you did?
At Clarkburg Secondary School,
Yeah.
the greatest change I saw in the school after I started holding doors, people started to open up to me, and about 4 weeks, they didn't know who I was. They're like, "What's this guy? What's his deal? Does he come here often? Who is he?" Then after a while, they started to pick up. They didn't know who I was, so they called me the doorman. And they just appreciated it so much every day. I was always there at the doors. I'd be walking around the halls, greeting them. I'd be saying, good morning, have a good night, how are you doing today? And sometimes it's just that hello or that one simple act of kindness that can change everything. They start opening doors for others when I wasn't available at the school. They start picking up books for one another. It was a totally different environment. It was everyone was treating others the way they want to be treated. It's just incredible. Yeah, it's hard to explain. It's just that one simple act of kindness. It impacted everyone so powerfully, and well, you know, it's just I can't believe where I am today. Who would have thought that that one thing could change someone's life forever? I remember walking in Walmart on my spare, and this guy, I said, hi, how are you doing? I was gonna keep on walking past him, and he stopped me. I was like, now what? What did I do? And he comes and tells me how I really made his day something special, because every time him and his wife go in public, they're always ignored. No one talks to them, and it just breaks my heart that it's just something so simple, and it's just you should have seen the smile on his face. It's just so amazing. And anyone can do simple acts of kindness. It's the thought that counts. And yeah. Hope that helped there. You're welcome.